Hi, this is Heidi Fairhurst, and I'm going to walk you through how to code a CSS trapezoid. I'm doing this in CodePen, and in order to code any shape, you need an element in HTML to tie it to. So I went ahead and I created a div with the ID of trapezoid, and then I pulled that ID into CSS. So the first thing that we need to do is create a border bottom. You can see it pop up down here. So the border bottom attribute has three values. It has a size, it has a type, and it has a color. The next thing that we need to do is to create left and right. Let's get rid of this first. Left and right borders. So I just chose a value of 60 pixels and a type of solid so that we can see it. And you can start to see our trapezoid appear in here. So what we need to do next is create a width to give this trapezoid some constraints. So we're going to make a width of 200 pixels, and that should shrink it down quite a bit. All right, there we go. So the next thing we need to do is create a height. And this is kind of where it gets interesting. So we need a height of 0 pixels. And I'm going to explain why before we do that. So this trapezoid down here that you can see is part of a much bigger frame. And let's take a look at that first. That way you can understand what I'm talking about. Let's give this a height of, let's say, 60 pixels. And let's actually give this a border top. That way you can see the top of the frame. And let's give it a height of 80 pixels. And let's make it solid. There we go. Now you can see it. So we have a frame here, and in order to create a trapezoid shape, we actually only want this bottom section. And so that's why we don't want to add a top or any height to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our pixel height to 0, and we're going to get rid of our border top. Now this last part, that it's kind of where the magic happens. We add a third element to the border left and right called transparent. And what it does is it makes the side, the color in the back that's solid, disappear. So we'll do this to the other end. And then our shape is complete. I hope this helped you to understand how borders can be used to create different shapes in CSS. Thank you.